Alleluia. Om Mani Padme. Om Allah.
Welcome. You're watching Harmony and Diversity, and we're speaking with Yogi Matsyendranath and one of his disciples. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you're one of Yogi's disciples. How's this come about? Your name first.
Well, my name is Durganath.
Uh-huh.
I was born in Russia and in an atheistic family. But since my childhood, I felt some kind of spirituality around me. So nobody taught me about the God, but my father felt that interest in me, and he gave me some books. It was a Bible for kids, and after that it was just a Bible. And at the age of 12, I had some interest in Buddhism, and he bought me a huge encyclopedia of all religions. And well, yeah, it was like I felt that I have this interest, but I didn't went deep to any particular religion, especially because I didn't have any big religious community in the area I lived.
Okay.
So after the university, I came to Moscow, just found a job there, and I started to practice yoga, but Western kind of style. It was just to make better my physical condition, and I never knew that. Well, I kind of realized that some of different yoga existed somewhere in India, and I had this interest that someday I will go to India, and I went for a few times, and I was looking for also yoga there, but I thought that yoga is like physical activities, and well, somehow I also was interested in some pilgrimage to Kailash, to Tibet, and I was looking for this information on the internet and found that some person went there, and it was Yogi Matsyendranath, and I was really surprised to find such a person who was Russian, and he could explain such deep knowledge of yoga and Hinduism in Russian language.
Yes.
So I was like, it was like a flow, and I was amazed by his knowledge, by his experience, because he spent like more than 10 years in India, and he had so many really high initiations.
Yes.
So I realized that he's a true guru, and I'm just blessed to find a person who is Russian and who has Russian background, and
that's right.
to whom I can communicate very easily. And well, I bought all his published books and magazines for a few years, and I started to read, and well, it was amazing to realize that, well, now I have the answers for so many questions I had in my mind. Yeah, and Guruji recommended me to visit India again, but in kind of another way. And I went to the monastery where his guru lives.
Yes.
and I spent there quite a long time. It was winter in the north of India. It was really cold, but it was amazing. It was I saw how, you know, this not sampradaya, not tradition. I saw this people how they understand yoga.
Yes.
So I realized that what I knew about yoga before is nothing. So I find out that I should start my way, yoga way, proper way, just right now. I didn't quit my job, but
No.
I mean, it's not necessary, because yoga can help you in everything you want. So I can be yogi, and I can also be like active in society.
And you work as a fashion designer.
Yeah, I'm a
don't
fashion
you?
designer.
So how did you come into this, Yogi? Was it communications, emails, or how does the contact start with something like this?
Oh, we have a few gurus in India, in our tradition. So they give different sort of initiation for different students. It does depend on what kind of practice that yogis did. So if you perform a special practice, you can transmit it for another person, for student. So she has also another guru. There's a woman. She gave initiation to her, and I give some knowledge, some mantra, something.
Yeah, first we communicated by email, of course, and then via Skype, and we met in India.
Yeah.
In India.
And when Guru introduced me to one female guru, and she gave me one of initiations in tradition.
Okay. Well, that stops the line of sort of the impression that people would have that the guru is the pinnacle and everybody bows to the one guru and is locked in that structure. That's not the case.
Real guru, he brings students not for himself, for egoistical purpose.
Yeah.
So he brings to tradition, to way.
Sorry to interrupt
this
you,
important.
Yogi, but there is a big tradition and it's called time, and we're out of it. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. You're watching Harmony and Diversity, and we're speaking with Yogi Matsyendranath and one of his disciples, Durganath. You mentioned at the close of last session, Yogi, that the guru doesn't own his disciples. How do you take that further? Explain what you mean by that.
Main reason of spiritual way, so give freedom for person, spiritual freedom, and turn that person to self-awareness, and give for people pure condition of mind, pure condition of sense. So, and it is very, very important, and be very adequate in this life. And so it is possible only by that way, if Guru has a very deep experience. For example, when I saw my Guru, he said to me, so aim of our tradition is Atman. Atman means Supreme Self.
Yes.
So this Supreme Self, the Supreme Soul, omnipresent actually. It is not limitation of body, not limitation of place and time. So it is something eternal. And if that Guru have such kind of experience, realization. So he said, between me and you, no difference, essentially, because this soul are present everywhere.
Yes.
In heart. So therefore, by this experience, Guru can awake same experience inside of student.
Yes.
So so for that way he can turn student. So there are no any limitation of body and many another things.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Atma, one.
Yes.
Atma one. So actually, you can be alone. Alone, when you're alone, you are independent.
Mm.
It's very difficult theoretically. It not means alone like very lonely stage.
No. Yep.
So it is alone with some happiness.
Yes.
Alone means independent.
Mm.
So for this, why Guru wish these things to Shishya, to student?
Yes.
Because I cannot wish for other people something what I don't like to me.
For yourself, yes.
So therefore, best things I should project to another person.
Mm.
It is also help for my stage, for my condition.
Mm.
So therefore, I should aware what I should give for people, what I shouldn't.
Yeah. So you sort of grow together, don't you? You're growing together. As a disciple of your guru here, what do you go to your guru for? How do you carry your guru? Is it a daily awareness?
Well, I communicate to my guru on daily basis by the practice he gave me.
Okay.
So I practice every day.
That's a
with my
ritual, is
home.
it? Yeah.
There's some yoga practices and rituals, some meditation also. So guru can give you like the best way to practice. Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
But well, of course, I don't communicate to him every day, like via Skype or emails, because he has more than 200 disciples. It's impossible. But yeah, as for me, I came to him because of his knowledge. It was quite shocking for me at the time when I found that. And well, every day I realized that he knows even more than I can imagine. So he's very shy, but he is really good, and he has not only knowledge, but he has practical knowledge, which is really important in the tradition. So and he can it's really good because he can help you in the social life. It's not kind of lunatic sect which where people just have some vegetarian meals and go to like special timetable and do some ridiculous things which normal people cannot understand. So I can say for myself, I'm a very social person, and all these yoga practices can help me, and they help me in my life. And as I understand the teachings of the guru, he said that we shouldn't become like very spiritual, but without any like roots, without platform. Like we should stay in this life, and we should be strong, and these practices help us to be.
So with your disciples, and say Durganath in particular, How do you stay across assessing how she's progressing, her spiritual growth? How do
you mean what happened during that practice with them?
No, well, we're actually running out of time, and this is a longer question. So I'll sort of round the question off, and we'll answer it after we've finished. Is how do you assess, say with Durganath, how she's progressing spiritually, where she's at, what level?
Actually.
But I'll get you to answer it afterwards. Okay, right. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. We're talking with Yogi Matsyendranath and his disciple Durganath. And we raised the question as, where does the Guru determine the level of his disciples? You have 200 initiated disciples. How do you determine when they're ready to be initiated and all? It's how does that happen?
You ask a very deep question.
A deep question. Yeah. Right, good.
So actually, first of all, I should explain what my guru suggested for me.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, first of all, you should do properly for yourself. You should practice every day, and you should be pure. So your heart should be pure. So you spread, when you meet with many people, like a few hundred disciples, so you spread this light from your heart to everyone. So, and not specially try to develop someone with attachment to special person, and who are ready for feel it, and who open, so who accept you, so that people can develop themselves by this supportance.
Uh-huh.
So in beginning, I support my student more than after a while. So it is possible when the student become with strong awareness,
Mm-hmm.
and he can study many topics, and he can develop intuition. So and develop deep knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So you can recognize it after sometimes what happened with this person.
Okay.
And also he should be with deep satisfaction. Means it not means satisfaction like you get something and stop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So and not be hungry so much about get something.
Yes.
So it should be spontaneously.
Yes.
And also power. That person should have power for overcome many troubles in this life.
Yes.
Because we should be honest. So this life sometimes brings for us different surprises. So we should be ready. Otherwise, I can sit in a very beautiful room with incense, and in that time everything fine. But when I engage to social life, so this is immediately finished.
Yeah.
So this spiritual practice should support this person in all his activities. So in that case, I understand. So this person, and he shouldn't be, so egoistic. Sometimes when people, rise very high in spiritual way, I not say for this person what you are very high,
Yes.
and maybe sometimes it is better better if this person not aware what he develop very quickly, and because ego it is very very tricky
exactly.
element.
Yes. So you're looking for someone whose ego is low, and their belief sustains them in a peaceful and generative way, which is effective in their life. So that would be your assessment. Now, from your point of view, Durganath, how does that happen? Are you waiting to move forward? Do you want to go forward? Or?
Yeah, well, as for me, it was one sentence I read in some book, that when the disciple is ready, the teacher will come.
Will appear. Yes, that's right.
So,
yes.
I knew that, I want to have some guru, some teacher, but I wanted for a few years, but I didn't went to many ashrams, to some societies, yogi society in India, because I was just, I felt that maybe I should grow by some practices, by some reading some books. And as for me, this sentence really works. So when I felt in my life something happened, and I felt that maybe now I'm ready, and then I found guru. So yeah, it works.
Yeah, but and
I can say that Guruji mentioned it somewhere, I don't remember, that as you said about your relationships with your guru, that actually you shouldn't be like, it shouldn't be relationships like father and son, but it's more like friends.
Yes.
So I feel this way. Of course, it's like it's much more than friends, but we are also, I feel like we are the best friends.
Yeah, why not? Why not? First of all, we should be good friends.
Exactly. Well, you're in Australia for a particular reason, aren't you?
I came here to visit the ashram where Guruji works, ashram in Warburton. So I came here to visit it.
It's an interfaith.
Interfaith ashram.
Yeah. That's the one that Father John Depush is also involved in.
Yeah,
he's an amazing person.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how you're situated, Yogi, but it would be very good to have an interview with yourself and Father John in relation to the.
Maybe we can invite him. It will be.
Yes, that would be very good. Thanks so much, Durganath.
Thank you for inviting
for coming and speaking about that. And thank you, Yogi. We'll see you next week.
Thank you too.
You've been watching Harmony University, and we'll be back next week with Yogi and with Father John Depush, and we'll be talking about the interfaith ashram in Warburton. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Shanti Om.